Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the processional. سيداتي سادتي، الرجاء الوقوف تمهيداً للموكب.
Good evening, esteemed guests, deans, faculty, staff, parents, and most importantly, the class of 2023. I'm Ahmed Zahid, and as President of Student Majlis, it is my honor to welcome the class of 2023 to CMU-Q. The first-year convocation is a long-standing tradition at CMU, where we welcome the incoming class as they start their journey. Here at CMU-Q, students don't just learn the basics of science, the fundamentals of programming, or the theory of economics. They also explore the world. Class of 2023, during your time here, make the most of all the opportunities that Carnegie Mellon has to offer. In a community like ours, you will always find someone to guide you and make sure you're making the most of your education. And I encourage you to take a leap, get out of your comfort zone, and try something new. It is now my honor to introduce Dean Michael Trick to officially welcome the class of 2023.
Good evening, I'm Michael Trick, and I'm the Dean of Carnegie Mellon University in Qatar, and I'd like to welcome everybody here this evening. As Ahmed mentioned, this ceremony is an annual tradition at this campus. It's our opportunity to formally welcome the incoming class to our community. Tonight, as you officially join this academic community, you wear the robes and tartan stoles of Carnegie Mellon University. However, this is not Harry Potter. You're not going to spend the next 4 years in it. The next time you will wear these robes and tartan stoles will be at the end of your journey, in May 2023, at your graduation. I'd like to introduce you to the people who will shape the next 4 years of your education. Tonight, you walked into the ceremony with the other new students in your program. These classmates will be the people you go to class with, study with, learn with. They will share your day-to-day experience. But please notice all the other students in all the other programs. You'll get to know these classmates very well also. One of the most valuable skills you will learn from CMU-Q is how to work as a team with students from other disciplines. Class of 2023, tonight you walked into the ceremony behind your program director. I would like to introduce all of the program directors now. Annette Vincent is the Program Director for Biological Sciences. Patrick McGinnis is the Program Director for Business Administration. Khaled Haras is the Program Director for both Computational Biology and Computer Science. And Chadi Aoun is the brand new Program Director for Information Systems. The program directors are here to guide you, answer your questions, and help you make the most of your academic life at Carnegie Mellon. Students, you'll notice that there are some other people on the stage tonight. These are members of the faculty leadership who are also here to guide you through your academic journey. Most of you, in fact all of you, know Marion Oliver, who is the freshman advisor as well as the area co-head for arts and sciences. Dudley Reynolds is the other area co-head for arts and sciences. Gordon Rule is the area head for biological sciences. Kamal Aflazar is the area head for computer science and the associate dean of research. And Selma Lamal Mansar is the area head for information systems and the senior associate dean for education. Our area head for business administration and the senior associate dean for faculty and outreach is John O'Brien, who could not be with us tonight. Now, would the faculty of Carnegie Mellon University in Qatar please stand? Class of 2023, these are the people who will guide you through your academic journey. The CMU-Q faculty members are scholars, industry professionals, researchers. They are experts in their fields. But first and foremost, they are teachers who are dedicated to undergraduate education. I know right now, students, you are feeling excited and a little apprehensive. There are a lot of people who will be providing you the guidance, encouragement, and motivation. And the faculty and all of us are here for you. Let's thank the faculty. Now, there's other people here, and some who are at home, who are just as important in your education. Those are the people way in the back. These people need no introduction to you. These are your parents, family members, friends. They are your foundation, your support network, and the people who make you laugh. When you feel challenged and maybe overwhelmed, remember to keep balance in your lives. Your parents, families, and friends will help you relax, recharge, and be ready for the challenges you face here. This will encourage you and strengthen you when your studies become demanding. As I said to all of you 2 days ago when we began orientation, and I want to reassure you now, we have selected you because you have talent, work ethic, creativity, and drive. We chose you because we believe you will be able to succeed and thrive at Carnegie Mellon University in Qatar. Class of 2023, it is my pleasure to welcome you officially to Carnegie Mellon University. Now, tonight it is my pleasure to introduce you to someone who sat in your position just 6 years ago. Maryam Al-Naimi was an exemplary student during her time at CMU-Q. Like many of you, she participated in the summer college preview program before joining the university. She studied information systems and organized one of the most memorable Qatari Day celebrations our campus has ever seen. Maryam graduated in 2018 and was awarded a gold medal by His Highness the Emir Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani at the 12th Education Excellence Day Awards ceremony. Today, Maryam works at Qatar Petroleum as a systems engineer and is also the founder of Caffeinated, a hub that brings together the growing coffee culture in Qatar. Please join me in welcoming Maryam Al-Naimi.
Wow, thank you, Dean Trick, for that amazing introduction. It actually took me back a lot to exactly where you guys were when I was there a few years ago. So obviously you've all had so many people give you so much advice and tell you so much about how the next few years will be. They tell you that in university you're gonna have the best years of your life, that these are the days you'll never forget. These are the days where you're gonna meet the friends that will be your friends for the rest of your life. These are the days where you see what you're passionate about, the days where you have crazy adventures, and the days that will stay in your head for the rest of your life. But the thing that most people don't tell you, or the thing that we tend to neglect, is that these are the days that will shape you. These are the days that will change you. As Dean Trick has already told you, my name is Maryam Al-Naimi. I am an alumni of the Information Systems program of the class of 2018. And today, I'm gonna tell you how my 4 years in this building changed me and shaped me. I entered Carnegie Mellon in 2014. I was in a campus with over 400 students. Little did I know that later on, I would slowly get to know them all. All the seniors were telling me about these amazing plans they were gonna have after they graduate. All the juniors were telling me about how I'm gonna love everything that's gonna happen and that I'm actually gonna end up appreciating studying. All the sophomores were telling me not to be afraid because the worst year is the hardest, but after that you start to enjoy every second you spend in this building. All these people did end up becoming my friends, but all these people continued to have a great presence in my life far past the years of their graduation or mine. I graduated last year. Since I've left this building, I have met CMU alumni at my job, through my business, different places through friends, and I continue to meet new CMU alumni every single day. And they continue to help me, and they continue to support me, because we're all from the same place. You see, when you come here, you don't just get an education, you get a family. We are now all a united front. Me, you, and every single other Carnegie Mellon graduate or enrolled student. So I'm gonna take you back to my first day in a job, a real job. Everything they teach me to do here, I had to go and actually tell someone I learned something. I walked into Qatar Petroleum, my first day there, the youngest person in the building, completely and utterly terrified. I was so nervous. And then my boss thought it would be a good idea to take me around to meet every single person in the floor. That's 28 people. So I walked around, had about 10 to 15 really awkward introductions, and then I fell into Wadha al-Ajmi's office. First thing I noticed walking into that office was a tiny Carnegie Mellon flag at the side of her board. And that was it. That was the moment all my nerves went away. And I just realized that if she's here and she can do it, then so can I. And that I suddenly had a friend. This was before I even said my first words. But when I did decided to utter my first words to Wadha, they were, I'm also a Carnegie Mellon graduate. And she smiled at me because she also knew that this was about to be the start of an amazing friendship that started because of that connection. I will still work at QP. Wadha continued to work at QP for the next 8 months. And she helped me with everything. She helped me get to know people better. She taught me all the loops. She helped me feel comfortable. She answered all my stupid questions, like where's the bathroom? But she actually made me feel like it was all okay. And this was someone I didn't even know before I uttered the words. I also graduated from Carnegie Mellon. Wadha went on to work somewhere else. But because of that connection, till today, we're the closest of friends. You see, Carnegie Mellon gave me so much. During my years here, I didn't know that I'd end up meeting people from all over QF. I didn't realize that this university gives me a chance to study beyond the curriculum here alone. Being a Carnegie Mellon student in Qatar Foundation, you can study in any one of the universities here. You can cross-register anywhere. I got to explore my passions in art in Virginia. I got to learn more about communication and different cultures and religions within Northwestern. I got to go and argue different political and ethical views in Georgetown. I got to truly explore everything I wanted while still being a proud Carnegie Mellon student. And not only that, I got to join so many different clubs. I wanted to be a photographer, so I got to try that. I wanted to learn more about health and fitness, so I got to do that. I got to do everything I wanted, but it doesn't even stop there. If you see a gap within the clubs in Carnegie Mellon, this university supports you to open your own club or explore the gap that you found. So I ended up opening my own club for charity and volunteer work called Helping Hands. Through being a president of that club and seeing everything this university pushed me to do with logistics and operations and sort of making it a realistic club, I got to learn everything I needed to know about event planning, about a hierarchy of a team, time logging, finance, everything you can think of. And that's what led me to be able to later on open up my own events company called Caffeinated Festival, because I was put through every single life cycle just by being part of this university. I know most of my speech isn't about your courses and your grades and how to get on the dean's list, but I promise you, you're gonna have a nice 4 years to worry about that, just like I did. But if I can go back and give the younger me some advice, I would remind myself to enjoy it, truly enjoy it, and to understand that the professors that give me a hard time with me arguing for an A when I was so close to it actually gave me so much. So appreciate them, use them. And remember, they have an immense amount of wisdom that you will always, always be able to make use of. So actually listen to them. I promise what they say, you will appreciate in the later years. So in these walls, I've had every single part of the emotional spectrum. I've laughed, I've cried, I've had panic attacks. I've had my highs, my lows. I rushed here from my house to tell my friends my best news ever or the worst news ever. I've experienced it all. But after those 4 years ended, I actually realized that I walked out of this university, out of this building, stronger, wiser, kinder, and way more appreciative than when I walked in. You will not be the same person you are today, but I can promise you, you will be an immense amount prouder of yourself and better, because this university will only take you a step further than you think you can even go. I'm proud of everything I've achieved here. I'm proud to be a Tartan, and I'm so proud of all of you for giving this university a chance to give you even half of everything it's given me. Class of 2023, wow, I feel old. I would like to leave you with this. Be fierce, be inspired, be kind, be hardworking, be a Tartan, because nothing else comes close to being that. Good luck and congratulations and welcome to the family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariam. Now I would like to introduce our final speaker for this evening. 1 year ago, Fatma Al-Salabi was sitting where you are this evening, as an incoming freshman of the class of 2022. Fatma is a business administration student who not only succeeded, but thrived in her first year at CMU-Q. Join me in welcoming Fatma Al-Salabi.
Honorable deans, esteemed guests, families, friends, faculty and staff, and most importantly, class of 2023. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to Carnegie Mellon University here in Qatar. Class of 2023, this is just the beginning of a thrilling journey to finding yourself beyond the walls of your new home. These last few days were only a glimpse of the CMU spirit you now will continuously experience. The next 4 years will be incredible, at times confusing, exciting, and unpredictable. But most importantly, will help you grow in ways you could never imagine. That is only possible if you allow yourself to be open to the experience of envisioning endless opportunities. I encourage you, no, I dare you to be open to everything that CMU offers you. Allow me to give you a personal anecdote. I always had the dream of using my privilege to help build my country, Libya, out of turmoil. Yet, I was unsure what direction to take or what was helpful. What I did know was that I want to use everything that I can and everything that I learn to serve. I am sure many of you can relate. I was fully aware of the privilege I had when choosing between world-renowned universities compared to the more limited options my country had to offer. That sense of privilege continued with me even in my first year at CMU. On the days I felt I wasn't achieving enough, I remembered why I had chosen this place. I wanted a school that would teach me skills that could be applied in the real world, in and out of a war zone. I wanted action, not talk. CMU teaches you to walk the walk rather than talk the talk. But I realized that I can't create the impact I envision without allowing myself to be challenged and be uncomfortable. These challenges and obstacles are all important parts of life that give you experience, develop your skills, and reveal qualities you never knew you had. When I encourage you to challenge yourself, it doesn't mean overworking yourself. It means pushing yourself to excel when you feel like quitting. Ironically, I learned the most when I failed to meet the expectations I had set for myself. These experiences taught me that it is okay for me to change what can be considered unrealistic expectations, for now. Challenging yourself also means overcoming the stress culture of prioritizing your academic success at the expense of your overall well-being. Often, I got so caught up in following my plan and excelling in academics that I forgot about the emotional and mental toll it had on me. Don't be afraid to utilize the health and wellness resources and experts here on campus. And that paves the way for you to get out of your comfort zone, broaden your horizons, to achieve the dream you come in with today. Getting out of your comfort zone allows you to respond more positively when unexpected obstacles arise, which they always will. During my first year, I used my voice through poetry to share my story and continue to spread awareness about my country, as well as joining several initiatives here on campus. I continue to stretch myself, and this fall I am co-leading a student course related to controversies and global issues to also spread awareness. I encourage you to push yourself to unfamiliar places, to do things you wouldn't normally do. Start by joining an intriguing club, or even leading your own. Join service trips, take on leadership initiatives, take classes outside of your majors. Take part in community events such as Apprentice, joining hackathon, or acting in the biosci play. These are all opportunities from which you can launch your goals, so seize every single one. Class of 2023, I want to emphasize that you should never settle and never underestimate the power of your passion. Face your fears head on. You will be knocked down, but rise back up, dig deep, and discover your true passions. That fire, that will allow you to survive whatever comes next. The skills we develop here are the true assets that we can utilize to impact the world we live in. We, the new generation, are the promising futures of our nations. And remember that we have the privilege to be part of such an esteemed institution, so remind yourself that you are capable of influence, whether it can be small or big. Lastly, enjoy these 4 years. Enjoy the CMU traditions, from ping pong matches to Thursday majlis, from free food and merch. Enjoy the CMU late nights and the Naimi runs. Enjoy the casual conversations with professors and everything in between. But most importantly, enjoy being a Tartan, because we do not just imagine the future, we create it. And that is not only something to enjoy, but something to be proud of. And as Andrew Carnegie said on the other side of the wall, my heart is in the work. So Tartans, put your heart in everything that you do, and never will it disappoint you. Thank you. Would the class of 2023 program representatives please come to the front of the stage for the presentation of the class tile? There is a tradition at Carnegie Mellon that occurs each year at Convocation. As each new freshman class is welcomed to the community, the members of the class receive a tile stamped with the year of graduation. 4 years later, when the class graduates, the student speaker returns the tile to the dean, and it is installed in the walkway leading into the building. Class of 2023, today, you receive your tile. You may be seated.
To conclude this evening, I would like to thank all of the parents, special guests, friends, and family members for attending. I ask you all to remain seated during the recessional, and then you are invited to a reception in the east-west walkways.